Today, I would like to talk about you being here. Consider this. Have you ever thought about how unlikely it is for you to be here? How unlikely it is for you to be born? The likelihood for you to be born as a human in today's time is so exorbitantly low that it should leave anyone considering it speechless. Because it is more likely for you to win the lottery jackpot 1,000 times in a row than for you to be born. Think about this. If your mom's or your dad's day would have gone differently at all the day you were conceived, meaning that if your dad had spent a second longer tying his shoes, or looked left instead of right when he crossed the street, or if any minor detail would have occurred differently, the position in which he came in your mother would have been different, even if just for a fraction of a millimeter. And a different sperm cell would have fertilized the egg of your mom, and you would have never been born. And that's not just the day that you were conceived. If you believe the butterfly effect, which really you should because it's simple science, it states that if anything would have ever gone differently in the entire history of mankind, in the entire history of the universe, you wouldn't be here. You being here is the result of an incredibly large number of tiny incidences that happen throughout all of existence. Now, if we wanted to make this a philosophy video, we could argue that because nothing happens as a result of so-called coincidence, and every event is just part of the inevitable chain reaction of the universe, you being here is just an inevitability that had to happen. But that's not the point of this video. We can discuss philosophy some other time, I'll probably make a video on these kinds of things. I'm very interested in these kinds of things, so you'll probably hear from me about these topics in the future. But the point of this video is for you to understand how incredibly lucky you are to be here. You could have ended as one of the billions and billions of sperm cells of your dad that never made it into your mother's womb. And your father could have ended as one of the billions and billions of sperm cells of your grandfather that never made it into your grandma's womb. It's the same with your great-grandfather and all your ancestors before them, and all the way back to the time when humans weren't even an existing species. So if you were to calculate the likelihood of you ever being born, which really is impossible to do because there would be so many unknown factors in that calculation, factors like the likelihood of even this universe existing, which really we know nothing about. But if you were to calculate it, you would end up with a number that exceeds your imagination by far. You'd come up with a likelihood there would be one in I don't fucking know, one in a number that is just bigger than any number you've ever thought of. Again, it will be more likely for you to win the lottery jackpot 1,000 times in a row than for you to be born. But here you are, against all odds, the infinitesimal chance of you being born came into existence. Now, you weren't just born. You were born in a time where there is more opportunity than there has ever been before. What a shame it would be. What a terrible disgrace it would be if you weren't taking full advantage of the situation you're in. If you didn't live the best possible life you could possibly live. Aren't you obliged, considering the circumstances, to make the absolute very best of this position that you find yourself in? Wouldn't you be spitting on this great gift of life that you received if you weren't fully seizing this incredible opportunity? Do you want to be one of those people who squander their gift by settling for mediocrity instead of building a life for themselves that they truly want to live? Do you want to die wondering what could have been had you only done what you knew was right? Because I guarantee you, if you don't chase your dreams, you will one day regret it terribly, because you could have fulfilled them. There was a chance for you to make all of your dreams come true in this life, in this very life. But you decided to throw it away and be mediocre instead. Or you didn't decide at all. You just sat there in indecision until the opportunity was gone. Let me tell you right now, there is greatness in you. You carry the spark of greatness within you. And you have the potential to be so much more than what you are right now. So much more than what you even think you could be. You have a gift that none of us have. You have a unique experience, a unique view on life that literally none of us know about. And I expect you to share it with us. I expect you to honor this gift of life you've been given and fulfill your true potential and light that spark of greatness within you into a huge ass fire that will enlighten the world and everyone who gets to enjoy its presence. And even if you don't see it yet, even if you don't know what your gift is yet, trust that somewhere along the way, on your path to realizing your full potential, you will realize who you are and what you can give, what you can contribute to the world. Let me tell you, you don't want to be old one day and look back at your life in regret, knowing that you could have done a better job. You don't want to think about what would have been and what could have been and what should have been. You don't want your entire life to be just one huge fucking regret. If you don't fulfill your true potential, if you don't become the greatest version of yourself, you will, mark my words, you will regret it. You will regret it. And your regret will consume you. You will wish for another chance at life, another chance to do it all right this time. But you won't get that chance. You and I, we both know that everyone is wishing for that chance. Everyone would like to go back and just be fucking 6 years old again and live life all over again with the experience that they have today. That would be, I would pay everything I have for that. That would be awesome. But we know we don't get that opportunity. So it's important for you to realize right now that you need to go for it. Now you have the chance to make a change. Now you have the opportunity to do something that your future self will thank you for. I'm giving you the opportunity right now to realize how lucky you are to be here. To realize that, considering how lucky you are, you're almost obliged to become the strongest version of yourself and share your light with us, because we desperately need it. We need you. We need your experience, your wisdom. We need your gift, your unique gift. There's no shortage of people who need your help, who could benefit from your unique perspective on life. So I expect you to stop being mediocre, to stop just being okay. Being okay means being miserable. People who are okay live miserable lives. They live miserable and they die miserable. You don't want to be one of these people. Please, I beg you, please realize right now that there is greatness in you, as I said, and that you have a spark of greatness that could bring value to all of us. I want you to see how great you are. I want you to see all that you could be. I want you to be the person that you were designed to be. Please do something with your life.